How's your guys' quarantine been?
It's been all right, man. It's been been getting, but it's not been obviously the what we all wanted, but I guess it's what we've all got to do. In terms of us being a band, it's strangely actually been quite good for us. Like making music and finishing off the album, it's kind of been exactly what we needed. A bit of focus, a bit of time to just sit and finish off any bits. So it's been kind of good for us.
That's nice, man. Yeah, awesome. Anybody else want to weigh on that one?
Yeah, it was weird actually because it was the longest time for quite a long time that we've been apart for. I think it was about 3 months. And what was frustrating for us is we started really getting into the album kind of the second half of last year and January, February of this year, and we were really, really excited to sort of get it done and release music. And then coronavirus happened, and it kind of paused it for a bit. But as Brad said, it was kind of a benefit for the Vamps in a way, because we would have probably ended up releasing a different album, well, a slight different sound, because we took a lot longer to master the songs than perhaps we would have done. But also, interestingly, the single "Married in Vegas" was actually written during lockdown, which would have therefore meant that if we didn't have coronavirus, we wouldn't have had a lockdown, and then we wouldn't have had the song. So it's been slightly bizarre, to be honest, the past few months.
Yeah, for sure. Um, Talk me through your new single and what made you guys decide on this song for the single?
As soon as we heard "Married in Vegas," it gives that instant energy that song that we know that will go down well live. People will connect to. There's a element of yeah, being spontaneous on it, and about kind of taking advantage of the opportunity we have in this world. So, and it was crazy because this song was written on Zoom, really close to when the album was kind of deadline. So we've handed in the album, and then Brad was on a Zoom with Lost Boy, and they created the song, and then we kind of worked from there, wrote the bits that were missing, and it kind of came about really quick, which kind of was a really cool natural feel for us.
I think as well, the album Cherry Blossom, Tim, is all about rebirth, and it's a very, very positive album. And we had there's a lot of positive songs on there, but I think finding the moment that was like, this is what we want to step out into the world with, coming back. It's our fifth album. It's our first album in 2 years. It was very important to make the statement, and what we wanted to say had to be right, and the way that it was said. And I think "Married in Vegas," it's a song about falling in love, but like Trish said, it's a song about being indulgent of your deepest wants, and kind of maybe throwing caution to the wind a bit. And I think that, especially coming out of a time where your freedom and your liberty has been stripped away from you because you've got to stay indoors, I think coming out of that, music's going to be the thing that uplifts people and brings them out. And like "Married in Vegas" is that song for us. It's that kind of big boot kicking the door in a bit. That's what "Married in Vegas" is for us. So I think that's why it felt straight away like the song that we needed to come back with.
And it's an anthem. You can tell, man. Like I was young and did some dumb things along this almost similar lines to just running away and getting married with some girl. That bad decision making. But it's a part of life, that's awesome. I don't regret any decision. And I can imagine people, going to Vegas and just listening to a song and like, we're gonna do this. Like it's an amazing song, and you guys really hit home and hit hard with that one.
Appreciate
Yeah,
that. I think
exactly. It's about taking those crazy moments that you have in life and making that you think that's a regret at the time, but it make all these decisions makes you who you are today, and I think that's so important to realize that everything's not perfect and everything's not positive, and you've got to go through the negatives to get to the perfect place that you want to get in life. And I feel like that song, really does, the lyrics just captures that spark that you have when you realize, oh, you don't know if it's a good decision or bad decision, but I feel like I have to do it.
Yeah, dude, that's exactly it. You know, you don't know, like, oh, am I gonna? But you just go, fuck it, whatever.
That
Yeah,
moment,
man.
it's married in Vegas, man. It is a fuck it. It's like, just do it anyway. You'll learn. Either way, you're gonna learn a
Yeah,
lesson. It's either gonna be good and you're out of the other side and it's great, or you're gonna come out the other side and have learned. Probably shouldn't have done that, but at least now I know. You know what I mean?
yeah. And even though it was, you know, it was probably a bad decision. I had a kid, and I have a son now, and he's awesome. He's like a
I
great
bet
football player.
Exactly.
Look,
Congratulations, man. That's
yeah,
a,
congrats.
that is incredible.
That's the blessing.
How nervous were you guys about this album? It's the first album in 2 years, and it's sort of, it's, to me, it feels like a transition for you guys.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, sorry.
how do you? Oh, go ahead. Yeah, go for
No,
it.
sorry. I think I'm a bit on delay, so I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh.
So rude. Sorry.
You were answering the other question.
Yeah.
So I was just going to say that, yeah, it was quite nerve wracking. I think for us, you know, the last album we released was 2 years ago, and I think 2 years in the music industry is a very long time, but also 2 years in our personal lives was a really long time as well. And I think, you know, one side of it, releasing a song that was quite different, quite a departure from where we left off, that was scary in one way, but also even putting the four of ourselves back in that kind of state of mind where we were doing like a music video, or the potential of playing live again, or doing interviews. I think it was quite a transition going back into a different mindset, which I don't think we'd really. I remember we had a chat about a week before doing the music video, and we were like, shit, like I'm actually quite nervous to do this again. So I think it was quite a big step for us to go back into that, even though we've been very lucky and done like loads of tours and music videos and TVs and stuff. I think it was like the biggest, well, probably the most nerve-wracking thing that I've had to do over the past like 5 years was coming back after having 2 years away, and also obviously waiting to see what people were going to say about the song, because this song, you know, it was something that came in quite last minute, so it felt that, which is brilliant, and I think it was very impulsive to go with it because we were all really on board. But I think, you know, sometimes it's nice if you can live with a song for like 6 months and be like, yes, this is definitely the one. I think we were all like, it was so quick, and we were like, fuck, let's just do it because we love it. And luckily, everyone that's heard it sort of in the fan base and in the media seems to really like it too. And I think it is a sign that sometimes you feel something, and you have that spark, and we sort of jumped on it and it worked. But yeah, it was definitely quite scary for a few weeks.
You gotta trust your gut. I think there's a big thing of we've always been quite calculated with decisions that we've made as a band, and I think we were gearing up to make quite a calculated release up until Married in Vegas, and that was like a big spanner in the works.
And
But
that's what it was too, right? Like, it's an effort moment.
yeah, it's just you gotta go with what feels right, and I think sometimes if it's quarantine forcing you to write the first single for your album, if it's whatever, you kind of gotta trust the feeling that you've got in that moment.
Nice. I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared. I just got into that question. I wasn't prepared for the next question. Usually I have them boom, 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 but I just got wrapped up. I didn't expect that answer. Why the name Cherry Blossom?
As Brad said before, cherry blossom. I think the words cherry blossom are great because they're quite sensory. So you, first of all, whenever you say that, you picture something, but also the meaning behind it was really relevant to us. And, you know, as Brad said before, the rebirth, rejuvenation was something that was really important. You know, as we were saying before, it's 2 years since we did something. So it really feels for us like it is like a cherry blossom moment where we came back together and we grew as people. And here we have the album, and it sort of also signifies positivity, optimism, which kind of coincides with what's going on in the world at the moment, kind of coming out of a darker time. And also, I guess like we'd never really done a an album in this way, where like it's a shorter album than we normally do. You know, there's 10 songs. I mean, there's an intro, so technically 11, but really it's 10 songs, and that is a journey, and that I think, you know, really does signify a direction that the Vamps has taken, and I think Cherry Blossom summarizes that progression quite well.
Dope, man, dope. Who's your guys' favorite band member?
Whoa, what in this band?
In
What?
Why are you
Not
trying
so
to
straight faced as well.
this?
unfair, man? You try to split up the band here.
I'm just giving you guys a hard one, man. I'm just kidding. Besides music, what is your number one interest or love?
Dude, it's gonna be the boring one. Jump in. I genuinely really, if it's 100% music. That sounds so boring, but like I don't know many of the things that I've got the same passion for. Like a lot of people have asked us so far, what have you been doing throughout quarantine rather than making the album or doing music stuff? And I think all of us have genuinely been like, don't really know. Like a couple, like we're into fitness and bits and bobs as a band, but I think over the past 6 months, it's been music mainly for me anyway. What about you boys?
I think, as Brad said, then like interests over lockdown have been the album, but realizing my true passion for alcohol, which I'm coming out the other side of now, red wine and gin. But aside from that, yeah, absolutely. I guess, yeah, as a band, we're all into quite similar things. So we all like playing like PlayStation. Sometimes when we're on the road, it's quite cool to play against each other. Aside from that, as Brad said, fitness, and we like animals, which sounds funny, but like I adopted a dog at the start of lockdown, which has been really good for my mental health.
What kind of
What
dog?
about you boys?
What kind of dog did you
Oh,
get?
sorry. She's a Staffy cross with American Bulldog, so she's like a little tank.
Connor, it looks like you're a gamer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you can't tell by the chair, I've spent a lot of time gaming over lockdown
What
and
games are
stuff.
you playing?
Fall Guys at the moment. I don't know if you've seen that.
Oh mate, yeah.
So good. I played that the first time the other day.
It's so good. It's too addictive, isn't it?
Is it good? I haven't played it yet.
Yeah. It looks like a kid's game, but it's more than that. Don't worry.
All right, I'm gonna get it when I get home today.
Yeah, do it, man. Do it. It's good.
So stressful. It's like one of the
Yeah.
most I've ever played. It's ridiculous.
That's good.
All right, Tristan, what about you?
I like cooking. I like. I think as a band, we like food and like, you know, wine, like drinking, like appreciating the taste of, you know, like we just love that vibe. I think it's so
Taste of
important
life.
to. Yeah, I think it's so important to you know, try and learn if you can how to cook, because it's so useful. As everyone found out during quarantine, I'm sure, you know, and if you can actually go the extra mile to try and create something cool, I find that really interesting.
I've been on TikTok lately, and they have, like, I follow a lot of food places, like people that cook or like just places in LA, and literally, like, I've gained, like, I'm not even playing with you, I gained 30 pounds. Like, you don't see how
It was that good.
That's not good at all. Like,
No, the food was that good. The food was that good. No, that's good. That's good.
It's 30 pounds of like love, though. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's good food, it's good wine, it's good beer. That's like those 30 pounds are like that's like a hug. That's fine. We've all got that. We've all got that.
Yesterday, I put on my shorts, that, you know, just normal shorts I normally wear. I found them in the back of my closet. I was like, oh, I haven't worn these in like a month, and they don't even fit. I had to walk around my work the whole day with my button undone because I'm just.
Everyone's in the same boat, man. Like I definitely put on some pounds over lockdown, but it's got to be done, man. I think everyone like they kind of like rejigged their priorities. I think that's what lockdown has done for a lot of people. Like even whether it's your very works, I think a lot of people live to work prior to lockdown, and then I think throughout lockdown it's made them realize, oh, okay, like my quality of life's really important, and doing the things that I love to do is really important. And like, I don't need to work a million miles an hour all the time. I need to like be around the people that I love, and it makes you kind of like reassess what's important in your life.
And that's such a big lesson to learn, especially like I have two children, and I'm trying to teach it to them now, because like once you get in a rat race, like I'm 100% guilty of it. I was forgetting everybody in my life, and this lockdown slowed me down. And you're right, man.
It's important, dude. Yeah. Where are you? Are you in LA?
Yeah, LA.
Yeah, it's that big city mentality, man. I think every big city that's fast paced is guilty of it, and it's just good. Everyone needs to slow down sometimes. It's important.
Like, yeah. Well, gentlemen, I'm gonna ask you, I just want to know, is there anything that you would like people to know about this album, and what has it meant to you?
Good question. I would say it probably means a different message to all of us. So maybe all of us can chime in. I think it's been like a journey for me. It's been like but it's almost like therapy. This album's been, because it's like James said, 2 years of the band's life, but also personal lives. So it's nice to kind of get all of those personal feelings out. So for me, it's been a very therapeutic album for me.
It's been a strange one, because it's like each song, as Brad said, like it is really a journey, and each song on this album has a real place. And I think, definitely in earlier albums where we had like quite a lot more songs, it was maybe hard to see it as a collective group, but this time more than ever, even for this album, we rented some Airbnbs for a few weeks and really kind of figured out exactly what we wanted to do. I mean, like, all artists are going to say it's their most like honest and best album to date. And it really is the case for us with this one. I feel it's an important one for us, because we've changed a few things up behind the scenes, and there's slightly different people involved, and I feel like, yeah, this is the strongest that we've been as a band. But yeah, I think yeah, it's been very cathartic, and as Brad said, like a proper journey. And it's going to be really exciting to tour the album for sure.
Yeah, I was going to say the same. I think I agree with the other boys, but out of all the albums, I think this one's the most I'm excited to play live. I think these songs will just cater so well to our show that we've done in the past, and we can make them like have the best live show possible with these songs. So I'm buzzing.
A lot of energy, time, and focus has gone into this album, and I feel I think we don't do it for any other purpose. We're four best friends just having a good time and creating music that can inspire people to do the same or do something different in their life. And I feel like just, I don't know, give it a listen and let us know if you like it. But there's been a lot of not so much blood, but definitely sweat and tears in this album. I think the blood's going to come on the next album.
Is there any blood? I'm trying to think now. Did anyone cut anything on the Airbnb trip?
Yeah, man. Oh, my hand's always bleeding.
A full cafetiere over both my wrists, and lost loads of skin.
True.
So,
and some tattoos along the way as well. You lost them.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So,
gentlemen, I just want to say thank you so much for your time. I wish you guys so much luck in this album. Good choice with your single, and we're grateful. Go get them. Stay safe, and I'm grateful to have you guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man. Thanks so much.
Thanks, man.
pleasure.
Appreciate it, dude.
Enjoy your day. Be safe.
You too.
Bye. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye, Evie. It's just me.